Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today we're putting a new foundation to the test. It's the CoverGirl Custom Blend Foundation. So first let me tell you a little bit about the foundation. It is custom blended for you based on a scan of your face. So you download the CoverGirl Custom Blend app and it walks you through all the steps. So I'm gonna read a little bit from the app and tell you how it works. So here's what the app says about how it works. Our breakthrough tone logic technology analyzes 3 critical aspects of your unique skin: color, intensity, and undertone. These 3 elements combined are what make your skin one of a kind. The tone logic technology identifies a numeric indicator for each skin element, so you know exactly where your unique shade falls on the vast spectrum of skin tones. So once you click get started on the app, you have to fill out a little bit of personal information, your first name, your last name, and your email. Once you put in that information, it asks you a couple of questions about your skin. How would you describe the tone of your skin? Very light, light, medium, or dark? So I'm gonna say light. Then it asks you to describe your ethnicity: Hispanic, Caucasian, Asian, or African American. I'm gonna pick Caucasian. Then it asks you, how would you categorize your undertone? Slightly pinky or red, neutral, in the middle, or slightly yellow or beige. I consider myself to be neutral, so that's what I'm gonna pick. And then you select your age and it gives you some age ranges. Then it tells you how to scan your face. It recommends that you do so in even indoor lighting. And obviously you shouldn't be wearing any makeup. Take off your glasses, pull your hair back so that they can get a good view of your face. Then you just hit the Scan Now button and you scan your phone side to side so that they can see all the planes of your face. So I am scanning right now. So this is really interesting. Obviously I'm under my studio lighting right now while I film, but I'm comparing my scan that I just did and the bottle that I ordered, which it does give your numbers to you on the back. So my skin color on my bottle says 41 and my scan says 24. Obviously that's just because I'm not in even indoor lighting. I'm sitting under like a bright ass studio light right now. It says that my skin intensity on my scan right now is a 58. On my bottle it says 25. And here, the scan that I just did, it says that my undertone is 48 and on my bottle it says 40. So you definitely do not want to scan your skin under a studio light. It definitely throws off the results. When I did my original bottle, I just was in my living room and that's where I did my scan. So I really think that this big studio light is throwing me off. Once you're finished with your scan and your numbers are done, you can personalize the label, and that's the last step before completing your order. There are 4 label colors to choose from: white, silver, like a bright turquoise blue, and then a kind of magenta purple. There are 3 fonts that you can choose from as well, and you can personalize your name and your message. So I'll just kind of show you my bottle. And there is a character limit, obviously, so I kind of maxed it out here by choosing Makeup.Just.For.Fun. Once you get to the order screen, you'll see that this foundation is $25. That is really expensive for a CoverGirl foundation, but because it is customized and you get to choose your label, it does seem kind of reasonable to me for the whole experience of being custom matched. And I'll show you the packaging that it came in. So it came in this super cute little box. Hello, beautiful. And the foundation was very secure in here. And then, let me take that out. It also came with this little bonus mascara. I haven't used that yet. I don't know if this is just like a promotional thing or if they're all the foundations will come with this. But I thought that was pretty nice. I like this packaging. It's cool. The box also came with this little card that tells you more about the color matching process. Now let me show you how the foundation actually applied to my skin. I did have some Professional primer on my nose and my cheeks, chin, and forehead, just where I have some larger pores. I always wear that. Once I dabbed the foundation onto my face, I thought, oh no, this looks super yellow, but okay, we're gonna go with it. Then I blended it in with my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush and went back over that with a damp beauty blender. I noticed that the foundation was looking a little bit dry on my skin, so that damp beauty blender just really helps to kind of meld the foundation into the skin. I thought it would be really interesting to swatch this foundation side by side with a few other foundations from my collection and just see how it compares. So this is the Custom Blend foundation here in the middle. Over here we have the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 120. This is definitely the most neutral, and I mix this with my other foundations a lot to help even out the undertone because I am very neutral. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation in the shade N1-2. Soft ivory or classic ivory. You can see this one's pretty pinky toned compared to the others. Of course, this is my Custom Blend foundation. I think it looks quite yellow. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Nude. Probably the best straight color match for me of the bunch here. Like I said, I often end up mixing to get the right undertone. And this is the Benefit Hello Flawless foundation in the shade Petal. This one really is much too yellow for me, and I often end up mixing it with my Fit Me foundation just to tone down the yellowness a little bit, which is interesting because I think this foundation, the Benefit, and the CoverGirl Custom Blend are the most similar. So there's my little experiment. So now let's go through kind of the pros and cons in my opinion. First of all, I really like the packaging. It has the classic CoverGirl pump that you twist to open and close, and it's very sanitary, super easy to use, and I really like the packaging overall. I love that you can customize the label. I think that's really just like a fun kind of added bonus for this. And of course, I think this would be really, really useful for somebody who has a hard time finding their shade match. CoverGirl is probably the best in the drugstore for offering a wide shade range. They do offer a lot of deeper skin tone foundations, concealers, and other face products than pretty much all of their competitors in the drugstore. So I do think that they are just kind of taking it another step further to cater to a wide range of skin tones, and I think that's really awesome. Obviously, I don't know for a fact how well they would match somebody with a really deep or dark skin tone. I can't really test that short of calling up some of my friends and having them order this foundation. Now, for some of the cons, first of all, I don't think that this was a perfect shade match for me. I'm wearing it right now. I think it looks fine. When I applied it, I did think it was a little bit too yellow, and perhaps that's just because of the lighting. When I scanned my face, you know, I used indoor lighting like they said, and like most people, my light bulbs are very yellow, so maybe that made my skin look a little more yellow than it is. I can definitely make this work by adding powder and bronzer. Like you saw with the comparison swatches, it does look pretty similar to other shades that I have picked out for myself, so I don't think it's a terrible, terrible match. It's just not exactly perfect for me. I really wish that on the app they would ask you what your skin type was and give you either a luminous or oil control formulation based on your skin type. I think that could be a huge improvement for this custom foundation, is really customizing not only to your skin tone but to your skin type as well. The last thing that I want to mention about this, there was a little bit of like a paint smell to it. I'm sure that's just because of the pigments that they add into it. It was not really terrible. As soon as I applied it, I couldn't smell it anymore, but when I was pumping it, it did kind of smell a little painty. But Nothing too offensive. So overall, I do think this was a really fun makeup experience. I will continue to use this foundation and maybe experiment with mixing with other foundations and see if I can make it not just something that I like, but something that I really love. I do think there are some improvements they could make as far as catering to skin type as well, like I mentioned. But overall, I think it's a really cool idea, and I want to know what you guys think about it. Is this something that you're interested in? Are you going to try and order your custom foundation? If you have tried this, leave in the comments what your thoughts were. How was your shade match? We all want to know what your experience was. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. So that sounds pretty good. There we go, now you can see me. My makeup table's such a mess. Don't judge me. What do you guys think about this dark lip color? Is it too much? It's Mink from ColourPop. I don't know, I kind of like it. Alright. Just start talking. Foundation to the test. What's it called? Custom Blend. It's right here on the bottle. Is it in focus? Come on, focus. What? Some coffee, Amanda. Oh, don't spill it. I cannot catch a lighting break today. I don't know why my lighting looks so dark today. I have seriously a gigantic studio light shining directly on me, so we're just gonna make the best of it. The last thing I want to mention is there is. What?